Welcome back to Urban Strife. At the end of the last episode, we realized we needed to make a choice. There are three potential allies out there. There is the church, people who worship zombies. There's a bunch of bikers who sell drugs. And there's the military who are there to guard the port. And I chose the church originally because it seemed like there's an interesting plot line going on there with potentially communicating with and controlling zombies. So that's what I chose in my personal game. But in this game, I was like, I want to try something different. And so I put up a poll on my channel and asked everyone who I should choose. Should I go with the bikers or should I go with the military? And it looks like 2/3 of you chose the military. And if I had to guess on my own, that actually is what I would have guessed, because I think that a lot of my audience comes from State of Decay, and I think the State of Decay audience is a big fan of sort of playing games that depict the military. And so I'm not surprised that that's what folks wanted to choose. And I'm actually really glad, too, because I've got some concerns with what happens when you oppose the bikers. So we're going to get to have sort of best of both worlds here. I get to kind of show you, because when I chose the church, that meant I had to drive out the military and the bikers. And the military, actually, that kind of went okay. I didn't feel like I had to do anything like morally wrong in order to get the military to leave. But the bikers were a different story. So we're getting best of both worlds here. I get to try out what it's like to ally with the military, and I get to kind of talk about, my concerns about the biker storyline. But let's get into this. Yeah. And we've already seen the beginning of this conversation, and this is sort of what I paused after. So let's go talk.
Of course.
I must call on you once more, my fellow council members. I know, as you know, our deputies have been making contact with the nearby camps, calling for a unified front against the incoming horde. Sadly, they found out that these groups hate each other so much, they would make the shelter implode were we to open their gates to all of them. Long story short, we need to cut the Gordian knot and pick an ally, then somehow determine the rest to leave. Considering the state of this shelter, irrespective of my feelings towards Honest Joe, I'm inclined towards the bikers. They have the know-how and the parts for what we need. End of story. Not that Joe's my uncle, but he's also a Hicks, and y'all should know there's a name that goes a long way out there, right? I would advocate to keep the soldiers close by. Kowalski's squad is now in communication with the Army HQ, and they can call the cavalry if need be, and they're the best equipped to deal with a horde if you ask me. The thought of my Benny being dragged away from me, it would kill me. Please, folks, think of what it would do to a mother. You actually get to keep Benny either way, but whatever. We need people to grow food. We need people who can sustain a long siege by the horde and not lose their mind. You do not need to believe their religion, just take them for what they can do. The church folks will ultimately be the best choice when push comes to shove. That's my 2 cents. I've worked with Father Joseph and his people. People speak highly of his efforts to care for those in need. He has my vote. Folks, I have the results. Looks like there's a tie. Everyone has cast their vote except our newest guest, Rangatang. So that has become the tiebreaker. How will you vote, friend? Didn't realize I get to vote. I'm humbled. I've observed all these groups and pondered well, and also did a poll of my followers. And Sergeant Kowalski is who we're going to go with. Then it's decided. Professor Ford will brief you on the tactics. All the church camps rely on trained zombies for defense. Joseph hopes those near bus, maybe he's trying to say nearby, will become his new army. Take them out and the camp will scatter. Joe's here to do business, and he's expected to deliver a truckload of moonshine to his boss at the Shady Lady. Blow that truck and watch him be gone in minutes. If they're openly hostile or attack you, of course, you do what you know what to do. All bets are off. You need to bring peace to our suburbs. Okay. I misremembered something. Okay, it's...
Of course.
What he just told me was to blow a truck. That's what the dialogue says. And I'd forgotten that that's what the dialogue says, because what it says over here in the objectives is drive the bikers away by taking out their moonshine workers. Right. Which is, it's a little sketchy. And this is the thing I wanted to talk about, was that, I didn't know what it was going to take to drive out the church. But when I played, when I drove out the soldiers in my personal game, what I needed to do was kill all the zombies in their area. And when I've done that, their mission is over and they get withdrawn. So I didn't have to attack any humans. I didn't have to, betray anybody. I just helped them get their job done. And then they moved on. And it sounds like we're doing something similar to the church. We're killing a bunch of zombies because that's something they're relying on as part of their plans. And if that goes away, then they'll go away. But either way, I'm not murdering people. But with the bikers, I have to attack their moonshiners, which is just like, I mean, they're just making moonshine, man. It's not a big deal. Like, that's not, a capital offense. But this is also an early access game, and that dialogue said that I'd be blowing a truck. And so what I'm wondering is, do they have a long-term plan to create a stealth mission where you can decide whether or not you want to fight the moonshiners? But the main thing is you need to blow up a truck, which is property crime and, still morally questionable, but not nearly as badly morally questionable as murdering people just because you want them to leave town. So that's interesting. So I'm wondering if maybe their long-term plans are a little bit better than what I experienced, because I don't love the fact. Let's go and do this one first. I don't love the fact that I'm just murdering a bunch of people for making moonshine, and for having an inconvenient alliance to some people that I wish would leave town. So here we are in Little Italy. We're looking for... One problem that I often have is, like, occasionally they will sort of show an objective marker, like an arrow on the edge of the screen that you can follow. But a lot of the time they don't. And it's hard to kind of remember where stuff is. So basically, so it says, drive the bikers away by taking out their moonshine workers. So what I assumed, and what I still believe is true, is that this place here, where the moonshine workers live, that I need to invade this and kill them. That's what I did in my other game, and it was successful. I'm looking around real quick, though, just in case there's some big old truck somewhere that, like, would have been a better solution, and I just didn't realize. But I'm certainly not seeing any objective markers, and I'm not seeing... I mean, there's a big bunch of barrels and a truck. Now, because the objective says to take out their moonshine workers, using some nice delicate language there, it makes me wonder, is there something I can do with this truck over here? I mean, it doesn't look like it's got an interaction. And, I mean, having explored this area a little bit, I mean, there's guys over here, there's guys over here. I'm pretty sure I don't have a way to stealth inside. So I think we're kind of in the same situation I was in my other game. Which is, because we get these two guys in the front. Let's do some recon. We've also got, I believe, some guys in the back. Like 4 guys in the back. And there's often somebody standing right here. So what I thought would be a good idea, and this did kind of work in my previous game, though I'm going to save, just in case something goes horribly wrong. What I did last time was leap this fence right here.
Okay.
And try to tempt these folks into coming and, like, investigating me and sort of going into Overwatch mode and fighting them one at a time. All right. So this guy's seen me. So we're not getting away.
Roger.
Without, I mean, I guess we're going to start this on his terms. So, okay. They're all armed with knives because the last thing we did was fight a bunch of zombies in stealth, but now we're going back to normal. So, okay, it costs her 9 action points to fire this gun. So ideally, I would only move her with 6 AP. So you know what I want to do? I want to...
Right.
Billy Bow is standing where I want Kaylee to stand. So I'm going to move Billy Bow. He's not as good a shot as Kaylee, so I'm going to get him closer. Though actually, you know who should get even closer?
All right.
Orangutan, who is mostly melee and like shotgun stuff. So you know what? Let's send Billy Bow over here.
Copy.
We'll send Kaylee here. And let's get her to shoot this guy in the head. Or... there we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right. So she shot him. We've alerted everyone.
Copy.
So let's run Orangutan up here. He's got just enough action points to fire his shotgun once, so he's going to aim his shotgun over here.
Copy.
So he can shoot anybody who comes in. Similarly, Billy Bo, he can fire twice. So he's going to, like, aim his pistol, the same area. Oh, looks like, oh, this guy, we can actually see this guy from where we're standing. Though, I don't think well enough to do any damage. There isn't any good cover to put Lucy behind. But maybe if she... Actually, you know what she should do? I'm going to have her go over here and keep an eye out for those guys in the front. Because now that we've been making a bunch of noise, it seems like... Oh, wait. It seems like they're going to come see me. So let's
Yes.
get all ready. All right. Everybody's prepped. Kaylee doesn't have enough action points to do anything useful, so we'll end our turn. All right. So they're moving behind the scenes. We can't see them. Oh, this guy's going to run. And he's going to bust out his own window and climb through. I mean, you do what you got to do, right? When things are going bad. Oh, no. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Don't. No. So these are Moonshiners. And they like to set fires. So that's what happens when you get hit with fire. You run in a random direction. You don't have any action points you can spend that turn. And you take some ongoing damage. So seems bad. And also, we can't defend from that corner now. So I think, I'm going to set Kaylee and Rangatang up to still be guarding in this direction.
All right.
I'm going to send Billy Bo over. So it'll take him 17. Wait, is he standing up? I think he is standing up. It'll take him 17 actions to get here. He'll only have 7 left, and it takes 12 to use a bandage. So, and it takes 7 to fire. So if he goes, so if he goes 17, he can fire his gun, but he can't use a bandage to help Lucy. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over here, and if these guys get close enough, I'm gonna try to shoot at them. But Billy Bo is putting himself in serious danger. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do. Oh, and Rangatang. I love Overwatch, by the way. Overwatch is like my favorite thing in any tactical game. Just queuing up my guys to fire at anybody who comes around a corner. I don't know. There's just something very satisfying about like setting up like a bunch of dominoes, and then the enemy walks into it, and no. Okay, yeah. We're all gonna be on fire by the end of this. Oh, shoot! Things are going very badly for Lucy. Oh, and those guys didn't get close enough to set off Billy's stuff. Okay. Oh, she's down. Lucy is down. Okay.
Yep.
So Billy is going to bandage Lucy so she doesn't die. I don't know if she can wake up during this fight, though. I'm going to assume not. And I'm also gonna get Billy the heck out of there.
Ready.
Okay. That's my voice? Oh, what?
Copy. Here.
Okay, a little ready was a little much. Okay, so I can probably shotgun this guy. But I think I'd rather knife him.
All right.
Oh, that guy's overwatching me. Oh, no. But he shot his friend more than me. Okay, great. I'm on board. But yeah, Overwatch is great when I do it. It's a little sketchier when other people get to do it. All right. That wasn't amazing. And I don't... Oh, you know what? I could have set him on fire, but no, I can't. So I can't... I can fire one more time at him, though. But, that didn't do a whole lot.
All right.
Okay, Billy can't do a lot either from here. I'm just hoping these guys have to advance a little bit. thing is, they're not going to run through the fire any more than I am. So I might be sheltered from them for at least a turn. Let's see what happens. That guy's like, oh, whoa, he's shooting back. Ow, my torso. Oh, whoa. Okay, I thought he just spawned a clone of himself. Yeah, sawed-off shotgun at that range. However, the guy I've got on that side cannot shoot that distance.
I'm exhausted.
Okay, yeah, so Kaylee's not doing great. But let's figure out what we want to do.
Copy.
So Billy has got an aerosol bomb, which he can't shoot effectively from here. So we're going to take a step to the right. And set these guys on fire. See how you like it. Okay, so I think we don't have to worry about these guys for a bit because they're going to spend their time being on fire. Billy's only got 7 action points left, so Kaylee's going to have to bandage herself. Okay, she's good. I think... Okay, she can't really do much. Let's just get her to run
Roger.
right there. Her plan is to rejoin Rangatang out there and help him with those guys. Lucy can't do anything.
Copy.
Now, Rangatang has also got a Molotov cocktail. However, well... I don't think he can hit both of them with it, and I think it's kind of a waste if he only hits one person with it. So let's not do that. I'm wondering, is there... Like, to be effective, I gotta be closer than I am. I wonder, if I run over here... That's 13. I still can't hit him, but I'm a little bit closer. I'm actually wondering, maybe the best move, actually, is not to advance on them at all.
Understood.
Maybe it's to back up, reload,
Reloading.
and queue up a shot at them
Yep.
if they come after me. I think Billy Bo... Oh, he can still fire at somebody. Well, let's do that. Absolutely. Okay, I think we've done everything we can do. Yeah, so they're running around panicking with their pants on fire. Literally pants on fire. Oh, that guy fell down from it. Sweet. Hey, Billy, why don't you empty your magazine on this guy? Oh, wow, okay. This worked real well. Billy's going to run over here and just start stabbing some necks. Meanwhile,
All right.
we don't know where these guys are anymore.
Roger.
And Kaylee is not the one who should try to find out.
Okay.
Because she's a little damaged.
Copy.
So I think if I go here... Okay, if I go here... So I think this guy's probably overwatching me. But I still count as being behind cover from him, and he's not going to fire. If I take a step out, or if I shoot at him. Shooting at him means stepping out from cover and incurring his overwatch. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to step back again.
Understood.
But he did move. He's kind of a little impatient. So I think if I just keep overwatching...
Copy.
And Kaylee...
Copy.
Oh, it only costs you AP 6 to fire? Cool. Let's let you fire too.
All right.
I'm pretty sure... Yeah, he will come out. Like, they'll set traps, but they won't just sit there. Like, they're kind of like me. Like, when I play Call of Duty, like, there's campers out there who will just camp a spot forever. And I get bored. I gotta go somewhere else if it's not working. You got a friend, though, don't you?
Understood.
Okay, Kaylee. Yeah, shoot him. There you go. I feel like there was
Here.
one more guy. Maybe I'm nuts.
Understood.
Yep, there's one more guy. And I triggered him. Okay. Well. I've got 22 action points. I can shoot at him twice from here. And it looks like I got a decent shot at his chest. I'm just deciding whether I should do this or if it would be better to run up and stab him. Now, I appreciate the fact that swapping weapons costs no action points, which is good because sometimes you just want to experiment, like just check and see what'll happen if you use a weapon. So I could run up and I could stab him once. I can do that this turn. However, then I'll be standing right next to a guy with a sawed-off shotgun, and I don't have any alternatives. So while I think that might actually kill him in one go, I think it's not worth the risk. So instead, I'm going to shoot him in the chest. If I shoot him again, I'll be frozen here. And what can Kaylee do?
Yes.
So, and Kaylee can queue up an Overwatch shot.
Ready.
So I think rather than taking my second shot, I'm going to
Let's
back
go.
off. And I can't Overwatch from here. Though I guess I could Overwatch with my knife in case he gets real close. Nope, can't even do that. Never mind. So, yeah. So I'm just going to try to tempt him around the corner to get shot by Kaylee. Let's hope he doesn't throw fire at me instead. In the meantime, Billy Bo, he's going to coup de grace some guys. There we go. Get that murdering experience. Sounds like the guy's reloading, maybe. Okay. Well, he didn't do what I hoped he'd do.
Here. Sure.
We're just going to keep doing this, aren't we? Oh, crap. That wasn't nice. Well, Kaylee can probably heal me.
Copy.
Let's run her
Sure.
up. Oh, no, she doesn't have enough action points to heal me.
All right.
Well, I'm going to shoot at him again and miss. And this is suddenly going very poorly. Okay.
Roger.
Kaylee, you can actually take more of a hit than me now. I should have healed myself, but now I can't afford it. Now I can't do it. Yeah, I'm going to hide back here. Sorry to put you out there to, like, draw fire, Kaylee, but I don't know what else to do. I'm going to die. And if I die, the game's over.
Yep.
Right, Billy Bo can run up, but that's about all he can do. I guess we'll just, we're just gonna cluster everybody up here, right next to Shotgun Man, because we're very smart. But he's definitely going down next turn, so we'll just see how this goes. Wait. Oh, is he out of ammo?
I'm exhausted.
Oh, he's smacking her with a frying
All right.
pan. Well, that won't do. Okay, so Billy Bo, real quick. Can you just heal Rangatang? Like, he needs some help. Thanks.
Here.
Now, Rangatang is going to do what he does best, which is stab fools. So, if he had run up on that guy earlier and stabbed him, it probably would have gone about like that.
Sure.
Stab, stab, stabbity stab. Yeah, everyone's dead. All right, so let's loot the bodies. So yeah, so I did all that kind of gleefully, but like
Sure.
in the apocalypse, in like apocalypse stories,
All right.
when somebody wants someone to leave town and so they go and murder a bunch of their friends, is that the good guy or the bad guy?
Yep.
I feel like we're the bad guy right now. But again, I've now got now that I've read the dialogue more, I've got my suspicions that they're planning maybe some more ambitious mission at some point in the future that maybe won't be quite as horrifying. We will have to see. But we got some morale stuff. I mean, yeah, if you go to shake down some Moonshiners and you don't end up with some morale benefits, you're doing it wrong. Man, we got a lot of these shotguns and a lot of these frying pans.
Yep.
I think these guys, I think they're just using the frying pans as their melee weapons. But the fact that they all have basically the same equipment
Sure.
is another thing that makes me suspect that this is a little temp. Because I don't know, like it's very. I mean, it's not crazy to have like a certain type of enemy, right? That like,
Yep.
that's kind of neat. That has pretty consistent equipment. I mean, that's very common in a video game,
course.
but a part of me is just kind of like, they're so similar. It makes it feel like this might be just a placeholder mission. Woohoo! Lots of stuff, including some gunpowder. All right.
Sure.
I think that's everything. I think that's all the lootable stuff in this area. So we're just going to leave a bunch of dead bodies here. Oh, hey, Lucy, you woke up.
You need me?
Cool. So one thing we could do
Yes, dear?
Yep.
is go home and spend some time healing.
Sure.
But oh, what is this? Oh, there's something up with Orangutan. He's got some kind of emergency situation going on, and I'm not sure exactly how to check what that means. What does this mean? Oh, he's encumbered, right? Because I had him carry literally all the loot. Okay, actually. Okay, well, okay. The first thing I was gonna do was have Lucy heal everybody. Because that means we don't. It costs us this consumable, but it means we don't have to go home.
Yep.
And then Orangutan is encumbered,
Understood.
and we don't want to take that into battle. So I just need to distribute this loot around. So let's figure out what we're doing. So, all right. First, let's unload all the shotguns. Let's get a nice big pile of shotgun. Oh, wait, that one was already unloaded. So I just loaded it. That's not cool. Okay, so Billy Bow, I think, is our other... Oh, wow. Oh, right. I had a bunch of stuff I was going to do at home. Okay, you know what? I forgot to do this. So this is the loot that I brought home from the previous mission. And I forgot that I was actually going to do a bunch of stuff at home before I left on this mission. So I was going to say, oh, let's just stay out in the field. But no, let's go home. Let's see if we can disencumber Orangutan by just sending a bunch of stuff over to our buddy Billy Bow. Okay. And then some recycling. I mean, should I just give him everything? Is that where we are here? I mean, it looks like he can carry it. Holy crap, what? Do I have, like, an injury that is making it difficult for me to carry things? Is that what's going on? Okay. Oh, I've almost got this. Glasses? No. Nails? Almost. Yeah, I must have some kind of, like, maybe the arm or torso injury. Something's got to be reducing my weight here, like my weight capacity. Okay. So now he's overloaded, but I'm not. Now, I know this is the most fascinating thing you could watch somebody do, is just, like, screw around with inventory here. Okay, so, oh, she can't carry all the shotguns. Okay. Now, all of our loads are balanced. Great. That probably wasn't even important to do if we're going home.
Understood.
I mean, my character, Orangutan, was so overloaded he couldn't even move at a running pace. Oh, here we go. So this is the consequences of our actions. Adams, get me Adams on this. Come in, Adams. This is Joe Hicks. Come in, Urban Shelter. Mayor Adams here. What's wrong, Mr. Hicks? You sound tremendously agitated. Slimy little... Adams, what kind of chicken coop you running over there? I went to check my shipment of alcohol and found everything burned down. My workers shot down in cold blood under the nose of your sheriffs. Now I need to go explain to my boss why there's no booze coming, and he won't take this lightly. Do you have any idea who did it, though? There's this idiot I keep as a house pet, Bubba. He went missing this morning. He does that when he screws up. If you see him, tell him I put a mark on him. Next time he sees me, he's a dead man. But don't think this is not on you and your sorry-ass sheriff office. Joe out. So he blames us because we were negligent. We actually committed these murders, which is just funny to me. And we're blaming his, like, mentally challenged friend. This whole thing is just messed up. Okay, but now we get an objective marker. We're gonna come over here eventually. Come on, guys. Let's get down this way. So we can recruit Bubba now. That was the thing I was saying about Benny. You know, Benny's mom was like, well, you can't make the military go away because Benny's my son. No matter whether... Where's Bubba going?
Work is starting to pay off.
No matter whether you recruit
I feel progress.
or oppose each of these factions, you still get the recruitable character from the faction.
Yep.
Hey, boss. Hey, Bubba, what's wrong? Why are you here by yourself? Bubba ran away. Joe's a bad boss. You're the only friend Bubba has. I want to come work for you. I'm not very smart, but I work hard. If bad people shoot you, Bubba will take a bullet for you, friend. Sure, Bubba, why not? We can use a hard-working man like you around. Psst, Bubba knows tricks from Joe. I can get very good prices for you from anyone. Trust Bubba. Thank you, Bubba. There's no need for that, really. Just go and speak to Mayor Adams. You'll be part of the team in no time. There he goes. He looks way skinnier in his portrait than he does in his model. But okay, so anyway, we're not going to go straight to the old port with the military. We're going to go to Adams Villa. I mean, to the shelter. Whatever. We're going to go to the shelter. And I keep saying Adams Villa because the exit is to Adams Villa, so it feels like there's a street sign out front, but this is not Adams Villa. That's where the church is. And that is where we'll be going next. But right now...
Of course.
We got some business. So I'm going to pop open our inventories and let's just drop off the stuff we don't need. Drag that over, drag that over, drag that over. Now, we're probably going to want to do some trade at some point after we do all of these missions. But that won't be immediately. And so we can come back and get stuff that we want to sell later. For right now... Wait, this wants to go in this... Dang it. Dang it. Okay, this wants to go in the stash. So we'll send that to the stash, send the jars to the stash, send the gun to the stash. Kaylee can send her guns to the stash. Lucy wasn't carrying anything. Let's also reload our weapons while we're at it. Lucy doesn't need to reload because Lucy never fired a thing. And I think, yeah, we're good here. Okay, great. Now, we've dropped everything off in the stash. We're no longer encumbered. We just need to donate some stuff. So, wait, did I have any recycling? Let's see. Yeah, a little bit. Electronics parts. Now, there's a chance that maybe there's something I can craft later on that'll want electronics parts. I'm not going to worry about that right now. It's fine. We can't build... We're really far away from being able to build anything. All right. Hi, Rangatang. Hey there. I got some stuff to donate to you. So this is the... Yeah, this is the morale person. So we're going to give her our morale stuff. That will bring us up to 28. So actually, even if we had never built anything to create the morale resource, we could cover our consumption now with the stuff we've turned in. However, we did build something, so we're good for a couple of days, I think. Now let's donate our medical supplies. Doop, da-doop, da-doop. There you go. We're up to 32 in medical supplies.
Of course.
And we've got some food. Oh, Kaylee's over here because she wants a snack. All right, so got some food for the pantry. So that is 4, so that's going to be another 32. So yeah, we're doing pretty well on all of these sort of key resources. And now, before we take off, let's run down. Am I going to? Yeah, okay. Let's run down here. Let's actually look at our team makeup. Because we've got a 5th slot that we can use. So we can actually add Bubba to the team. And let's have a look and see. I don't think any of us... Okay, so you can like assign perks to. Oh, Hitman. Okay, so I'm going to assign this perk to Kaylee, and I think what that means is that she can make better headshots. She's more likely to be able to make headshots in combat, which is great because that's what I mostly use her for is headshots in combat. I don't think anyone else has unlocked a perk, which is weird because okay, like let's look at. I'm not quite sure how this works, and I'll make myself disappear so you can sort of see this interface. So I was able to assign her the Hitman perk. She needed 70 marksmanship. She has 76, so she definitely could do it. And this is sort of the perk that she comes with. So she's got sharpshooter, and so she's just basically just more accurate with everything. But then here's grunt. She's got the marksmanship for it, but it says not trained, and I'm not sure what not trained means. Like what do you do to train it exactly? Does that mean that it's like, is there some action I have to do in the field to train it, or is it like something to do with my particular character? Like they've got like just natively certain perks they can have and certain ones they can't, or is there like an interaction I can do with one of the factions that'll unlock these for me? I genuinely don't know how this works. So actually, if you know how it works, if you've been playing this game and you actually know how that works, please tell me, because I would love to be able to take advantage of more of those perks. One thing that's interesting is they only let you, like you can unlock a bunch of them on a character, but you just can only equip one at a time. But you can change it up if you end up not liking your choices. So it's not a bunch of permanent character choices. It's more of like just deciding who, like what is on your team roster. All right, so we're not going to go to the old port, because that's where you drive out the military, and we don't need to drive out the military. That's not our goal. So instead, we're going to go over to the Adams Villa, which is where the church people are.
Yes.
And I've never done this mission. That last mission with the Moonshiners, you couldn't tell probably from how well I was doing at it, but I had actually played that mission before. The church people I have not. So this says drive the cultists away by destroying their pure zombies. Now, I don't know where those pure zombies are. And actually, we've been doing this for like nearly 40 minutes. If I play another mission of the same scale, this will be a very long episode. So what I think I'm going to do is, let's say this episode was about fighting the bikers, and this next one is going to be about fighting the church. So let's go over here. So to sum this up, though, I loved the Overwatch mechanics. I love the way that fireworks in this game. That particular mission showcased a lot of stuff that I really think is good. I love the fact that one of my characters got severely injured and like collapsed, and I had to go save her. I love just sort of like all of just the way that thing played out was really cool. I didn't love the fact that I was just murdering a bunch of people in cold blood. That's a little much for me. And I didn't really love the fact that like once I made my decision, I was kind of locked into that. Like that's just how the game progresses. I didn't really know in advance when I made the decision that I was going to have to just go murder a bunch of Moonshiners. But again, like I mentioned before, this game is in early access, and it sounds like, at least from the dialogue, it sounds like they intend to have there be a different, less murdery mission there. So maybe we'll be surprised in the future. But anyway, I still love this game. So I'll keep playing it, and we'll go fight the church and see what happens there.